One of my favorite recipes that I've found recently is birria tacos. Birria is a stew from Mexico that is made up of meat, dried chilies, and beef stock. Our version is going to feature the same ingredients, but we're also going to put our twist on it with El Jefe. First step is to toast off the chilies, but first we have to take off the stems and remove the seeds. Once that's clean, we're going to drop it in our pan over here, and we're going to toast them off. We're going to toast these off over medium heat in a dry pan without any oil. We just want to toast that outside a little bit, and that's going to start releasing those oils and releasing those flavors for the base of our birria. All right, our chilies are toasted off. So we're going to place them in a pot here. We're going to add some garlic and onions. We're going to fill this with water to just barely cover the top. While our chilies steep, we're going to sear off the meat. We're going to season with El Jefe taco seasoning. We're going to put a little bit of cooking oil in our Instapot, set it to saute, and brown it off. We're going to be pretty generous with the seasoning. Season on all sides. You want to use a basic cooking oil like canola or corn oil. Nothing with a strong flavor like olive oil, because that'll affect the flavor at the end of the process. We're using El Jefe taco seasoning and sauce. This uses adobo, which is going to fit really well with the flavor profile of the classic recipe, but it also has honey, which is going to add a really subtle sweet note. Our meat is done searing, and now I'm going to take the chilies out of their steep and put them in the blender to puree them. Once they're pureed, we're going to strain them into the pot, add a little beef stock, and we're going to set it to cook. We're going to take our puree and we're going to strain it directly into the pressure cooker, and we're going to get out all those skins. Timer went off. The natural release is done, so we're going to open it up and see what we got. Oh my goodness. We're going to remove the meat so that we can shred it, and then once it's shredded, we're actually just going to put it right back in the consomme. And this meat should be really nice and tender, so all you need is just 2 forks and it'll come right, it's just going to fall apart. So we're going to set this back on the consomme, and we're about ready to start making our tacos. Our consomme is all set, so now it's time to make the tacos. What we're going to do is we're going to take some corn tortillas, we're going to dip them all the way into the consomme, and we're going to pan fry them over medium heat. Once they start to get a little bit crisp, we're going to fill them with meat and some cheese, fold them over, and those are our tacos. And we're going to dip the tortilla all the way in the consomme and into the pan. So it's going to fry in its own juices there. We don't need to add any extra fat. Once you've built the tacos, put them back in the skillet until the tortilla is crisp and the cheese is melted. We've made our tacos, and we're going to serve this with a side of the consomme for dipping. Chopped onions, some cilantro, and these are ready for the table. We're ready to try our tacos. The way to eat these is with a little onion and cilantro on top like we have here. You're going to take the taco, you're going to dip it into that consomme, and take your bite. Those are awesome. This is my first time making it with the El Jefe, and I'm really surprised how the honey in the El Jefe comes out. It adds a really nice sweet tone to it. I'm very pleased with how these turned out, and I hope you are too. Check us out again, psseasoning.com. Until then, I'm Chef Jed.